Hello, everybody. How you doing? Usually, it's very hard for me to trick Lita to get in front of the camera and help me out with ministry updates. But our church friends in Southern Oregon asked us to make a little video because they have a missionary day coming up this Sunday. And we love you guys. Hello. Thank you very much for all your prayers and for all your support over all these years. It means the world to us.
Thanks to your prayers and your support, we were able to be support to others in Ukraine. Since the beginning of war, I've been co-working with Samaritan Purse organization. Can't talk much about what I do there, but different projects have been helping them with bringing food, and right now working on electricity issues together with them, and today got another project coming my way, working with them probably till the end of this year. So that was a big part, helping. We have dogs distracting us right now, helping people, especially in the places of Ukraine, which we call a red zone, where Donetsk, Luhansk, where there is a fight going on every day, and other regions, Kharkiv, and cities that's close to those cities. So while doing that, I was also able to help here in Ivano-Frankivsk in local churches, serving in kids center that's called Nazareth. It's a great center. I was able to help and teach kids English in that center and help with whatever I can, whatever they have, whenever they have a day camp or any other project, just to be there, useful for them. I did finish a biblical counseling school that took longer than I hoped because of the war, but I finished it in March. I got a diploma, and now I'm able to also help people with that, doing biblical counseling with them, help them to. We'll work more with people now, helping them to go through the trauma. So and we also went to the village nearby, and we were doing English club. Jacob will tell more about it.
Did you tell about our trip, our anniversary trip?
Oh yeah, we had an anniversary trip. So before the war started, we actually planned a trip with Jacob to Europe. We planned it for many years, and finally we were going to do it, but of course it didn't happen. So this year we actually did go for our anniversary, but not to Europe. It was in Ukraine, but we went to a beautiful town not far from here called Yaremchi. It's in the mountains. It was amazing. It was just 3 days, but it felt longer because how many things we were able to do in the mountains and around the mountains.
Yeah, that was a great trip. And so as far as immediate ministry, first of all, we just try to stay plugged into our local church here, helping them, serving them however and whenever we can, hanging out with our friends there, building relationships. Sometimes I cook for a Sunday fellowship, and once a month I preach at our church here, and then a sister church in a village an hour south of here we go, and I'll preach there, and then afterwards we'll hang around and do an English club for the young teenagers. Mostly it's all teenagers, I think, and a couple adults.
Pastor and his wife
are
the only adults
from that village. And then we're getting ready for a family camp we're doing in August. Last year we did a big youth camp. This year we're doing a similar thing, but it's going to be more of a family camp. And so just getting ready for that. If anybody would like to come join us in Ukraine for our camp, the dates are August 6th through 13th. And that's probably something that we'll be doing every year, Lord willing. As far as my main kind of long-term ministry plans, if you followed us from before, you might remember that in Odessa we did English club outreach and helped with camp outreaches for over 8 years at one church. And when COVID hit, everyone was on lockdown for a long time, and I just started rethinking about maybe we should look into doing something else. And sometimes I just get overwhelmed with just wishing more people had good theological training and thinking I could reach more people with good theology if I made videos, and I put those videos in Ukrainian. So, and then I also really interested in history, economics, politics, and the current state of everything, the culture wars that are happening in the States right now, and some of the kind of, I wouldn't call it culture wars, but just of the different media narratives that are happening around the war in Ukraine. I'm actually working on a video project right now where I interviewed about 18 different people, and I'm editing that through to kind of just present a more nuanced alternative narrative to understanding the stuff that's going on here in Ukraine. So that's what I'm working on right now, and hopefully that will be done next week or maybe the week after. But like, if time and money and resources was not an issue, what my dream is to start a media ministry that basically I would be the editor-in-chief and assign the production of different types of content. But since I currently don't have that, I'm just going to start out where I'm at. I'm going to start using some AI tools and then my own creativity and skills I've built over the years to produce book summaries, audiobooks of books that are in the public domain, and then try to build a couple channels. One will be focused on theology, the other will be focused on history, economics, and politics. And I'll try to build those, and then over time, if it does well, I will scale and hopefully hire on people to help me expand and produce other types of content as well. It might be political commentary from a Christian worldview, essays, like video essays, topical teachings, verse-by-verse teachings through the Bible. I have a big vision, but I'm going to start out small and just focus on book summaries in the beginning, and then maybe some little snippets on like Instagram and TikTok that have subtitles or dubs in Ukrainian. So that's what I'm planning to be working on in the near future. Soon I will have some examples of those videos so you can see. It should be, unfortunately, a lot of the audiobooks that get produced in Christianity are usually kind of poor quality. They're not the greatest voiceovers, and they're not the greatest quality. They often don't come with nice visuals and stuff like that. So I'd like to kind of put something out there that's really high level as far as audio quality, visual quality, and words on the screen, and all of that stuff. So that's my vision. Also, I have a vision to, Lord willing, found an LLC and crowdsource to raise funds to buy some land here in the Carpathian Mountains and have a camping ministry or business that doubles as a ministry as well. So other than that, we're just praying for Ukraine, trying to keep our own spiritual lives on track. So if you could pray for us for that faithfulness. We've been praying that the Lord might give us a child in the near future. And if not, looking at the possibility of adopting. If the Lord opens those doors and makes it clear to us, that's what we're supposed to do. And I've been very, you could say, grieved and just weighed down, burdened and sad about my understanding of what's going on in Ukraine. Putin is a monster, and he's killing tens of thousands of civilians. And then on the other side, there seems to be only kind of one major media narrative, and the majority of people in Parliament are liberals. They're pro-EU, and a lot of them are heavily influenced by Soros and stuff, and the World Economic Forum, and this just really gets me down sometimes. And I really think there's a huge information vacuum in Ukraine for a conservative narrative that is not pro-World Economic Forum and that's anti-Putin at the same time. So anyways, I'm praying that the Lord would raise up some people in Ukraine, in media and Parliament, to kind of fill what I see as a serious need in this country. So thank you for listening. We appreciate you. We appreciate your prayers. I can't say when we'll be in the States next time, I wanted to come last spring, but I just don't feel right leaving Lyd alone here with the potential nuclear bomb or chemical bomb, or who knows what could happen. And if I was away when that happened, it just wouldn't seem right. So for the time being, we'll stay here, wait it out, continue to serve, and wait on the Lord. Do you want to say anything else?
Thank you again for your support. I wish I wouldn't have to speak to the camera. I wish on the other side there were faces, your faces. It would be way easier and more natural. But yeah, we're just very thankful that you're praying for us, and we were very encouraged to get email from you and opportunity to.
Speaking of that, if you ever want a Zoom chat and just catch up or ask questions about what's going on in Ukraine, we would be very happy to meet with you that way. So, God bless.
God bless. Thank you. Bye.